What's up with y'all boys today? Today I got a crazy story time for y'all boys. I know y'all was patient. Y'all voted on my story, the poll. Y'all want to either a crazy story time or dates, which I'm gonna do both still. But first, I'm gonna just start giving y'all story times as well. You know what I mean? And yeah, what's up, HBK gang? Subscribe, like the video if y'all want more. And then we gonna just, we gonna get into it. All right, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with me if I like make mistakes and stuff, cause this is my first story time. Like actually telling like you guys it. I told this story to like a couple people before, but I didn't go into detail as much. So like y'all gotta kind of bear with me, cause I'm a little nervous. You feel me? Don't mind the gameplay. I don't know what I was doing, but I was just having fun. You feel me? Anyways, yeah. So, whew. Okay, where do I start? So this story takes place. I was in eighth grade. And my homies from Emerson, no, in seventh grade. That was a crazy year for us too. You know what I mean? That was just crazy. Like I miss shout out all my guys from seventh grade, bro, from Emerson, Cali. You know what I mean? I was so bad though. Basically, let's fast forward. I was so bad at that school that my mom like she couldn't deal with me, or you know what I mean, me and my brother. So she ended up sending us to go live with my dad. And so mind you, my dad stayed in first my dad was like in the shelter, like in a homeless shelter or whatever, because a lot happened, which I'm not really gonna get into right now, but a lot happened before then leading up to that point. So then he ended up coming to Tacoma, Washington, and he was in the shelter at first, but then they moved, like he got like housing, right, like rehab housing type stuff. And so like it was like low income, but like it was like a community, and everyone there was happy. Like it was just so awesome. Like it was really one of the best times of my life. I believe our rent was like like $50 a month, something crazy like that. But it was like, we had fun. Like we just kids, you know what I mean? I believe I was like eighth grade, like 13 maybe. Yeah, like I want to say 13. I just turned 13. So anyways, after seventh grade year at Emerson, I wanted to stay so bad. Eighth grade year, I stayed for a little bit, and then I ended up getting shipped off because, you know what I mean? I was just devious, you know what I mean? And which, looking back now, I actually don't blame my mom, because it was like a rough time back then financially and just everything. And I really can't blame her for, Anyway, so yeah, we went to Tacoma, Washington with my dad, and when we first got there, it was like a culture shock, kind of. Like everything was just different. Everything was cold. The people were different. Just everything. Nothing was really the same, if you know what I mean. Like coming from California, and then all the extra stuff. It's just a different lifestyle. You know what I mean? But then I was always an athletic type of kid. You know what I mean? I always liked sports, gaming, and stuff like that. And then I really didn't talk to any girls like that in middle school. I didn't really start talking to girls until like, I want to say, senior year maybe? I don't know. And even still, I wasn't the best when it came to that. So yeah, I was just always the sports and video game type of guy. So then I want to say I got there to the eighth grade, to my middle school. I went to Truman Middle School in Tacoma. Okay, I went to Truman Middle School. Some people say it's ghetto. Some people say this, down the third. I don't really know. And I didn't really care either. I was just having fun. Doing things that teens do, So I'm playing football, this, that, and the third. And I got a picture for y'all right here. And yeah, so the football thing, I'm just a kid, just having fun, playing games and stuff. And I want to say our football season started I think in spring, because out here in the winter it got crazy. So I think we started in around spring, actually. I can't really remember. And then we were in middle school. You don't really know too many middle schools that play football, you know what I mean? Or at least in California it was like flag football, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, I was playing football, playing games, this, that, and the third. But I was the type of guy, I would get in trouble for little stuff, like in class, like when you get the rubber bands and you make the paper balls and you shoot them at the teachers. Well, I don't know why I did that, but shout out the teacher though. Shout out the teacher. But I can't remember if it was a paper thing or I threw a pencil at her. It was one of the two. and I could have got expelled, but she was actually chill about it, but I did get in trouble for it. And at the school, my dad would get called every single day. Like, he would have to leave his job and come up to the school type stuff. Like, it was just overwhelming for him. And which, looking back at it, I was kind of a jerk. But anyways, so yeah, a lot of stuff ended up happening, just being devious. I would say I started being devious like towards the end of football season. Like, when football season was over, I just didn't know what to do. So I had all that energy, and I remember in the computer. Well, I would have got expelled for this too, but my dad was cool with the dean, cause my dad is from the South, right? And the dean he was from Memphis or something like that. So like, him and my dad, like, they bonded over that type stuff, you know what I mean? And so then I played football, so the dean was like, you know, he kind of liked me a little bit, you know what I mean? And so I remember I was in robotics class, and then I had like a pen. I had like a pen, and I thought it would be a good idea, because mind you, I told you I used to do devious things. I thought it would be a good idea to break the pen. I bust the pen open, and then I got it all over the computers in the computer lab. And I don't know if you know, but when you get ink, like when you break red ink over something, it's not coming out. Like, it was not coming out those screens. And like, I caused them, like, I want to say, like, those computers cost a lot. It was probably thousands worth of damage I did. But when the dean got there, he came to the class. They called the dean. The teacher thought I was gonna get in trouble. But no, I kind of did, but not really. I acted scared though. I was like, I'm just scared. I don't know what happened. I had the pen and it exploded. Woo. This sounded third, but I knew what the fuck I was doing. I would do little stuff like that. Like, I would actually go to the bathroom and get out of classes, and I would just come back, and like, I would come back when it's like the end of class, or I just wouldn't come back at all. You know what I mean? Like, and in that school, so much shit, like, excuse my French, but so much will happen in that school that nobody will really pay attention, because there will be so much other stuff going on that they wouldn't know if you left class, or he did this or he did that. I could kind of just wiggle by. And we kind of had a big school. Like, it was huge. We had like three levels, a whole elevator, etc., etc. You know what I mean? So yeah, so once I would do stuff like that, I would mainly leave in like PE class and stuff like that, and like, I would just disappear and go places and just sneak off and get in the cuts and have fun and go on adventures and leave the school. And another thing, like, some days I would just purposely, because my dad would work early, and then some days I would purposely miss school. No, I would miss the bus so I could stay, and then I'll come back inside, and then I'll play my game, and then I'll take the city bus to school. And that's for a different day, okay? Those stories are for a different day. But like, I would take it all around town, all around Tacoma, and I would just stay on the city bus, and then I would just do like devious crap, you know what I mean, that I thought was fun. Because back in my head, I was like, because I would watch Wire and DJ and shit. Oh, excuse my French. But I was like, I want to make stories, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to do lit shit, so I gotta do lit stuff, right? So then, I forgot where I was even at. Oh yeah, the bus. So yeah, I knew how to take it, because me and my dad, we would have to take it around because we didn't have a car at the time. I believe we didn't have a car for like a cool like 4 months maybe. And then we used to eat like the canned food, like from the food giveaway. We would make like pizza from scratch and stuff like that out of like the dough and then the tomato sauce. Slap that thing in the oven, and then we eat like a yogurt. That's all we would eat. Like, it was bad. Like, I had holes in my shoes, stuff like that. But what was I gonna say? My dad tried, you know. He did the best he could, and nothing was his fault. And then we finally got I remember the first car he got, which is my car right now, because he won at the casino. He won a good amount of money, and then he went and bought that car, and I'm so grateful. But anyways, let me get back to the point. So yeah, I would catch the bus around, and mind you, like, I just had no fear. Like, I really didn't give a crap, you know what I mean? Like, the world was mine, you know what I mean? And we'll get into the anxiety part, but for now, yes, I'm just explaining. As a kid, I just had no fear of anything. I didn't care about dying. I didn't worry about it. I didn't even look his way. I was just the adventurous type of guy, you know what Okay, so fast forward. We were in school, and I wasn't really a popular kid, but I was popular, if that makes sense. Because everyone knew I was from Cali and this, that, and they're like, oh, Cali, I want to go there. Like, it's overhyped. It's really overrated. It's not that good. I mean, apart from the sun and like the beach and stuff like that, which I never was really at the beach because I couldn't really afford to go there and stuff like that. But aside from that type of stuff, it's not even what it seems to be, honest. So yeah, I was pretty much like the popular loner. But from football, I had like friends, So I knew a couple guys, and I always knew the craziest guys too. Like I was friends with this one guy, and I just seen this guy like last year, which is crazy. But yeah, he was like schizo, and like he was talking about shooting up the school and stuff. And I was like, bro, hey, if you do it, hey, just keep me out the list. You know what I mean? Because we're cool. You know what I mean? So he was like, yeah, this and the third. And I guess he just never ended up shooting it up. But we had multiple threats and things of that nature. But everything ended up working out. We were cool. I was cool with a lot of football guys. Some of those guys I know now are like playing D1 in college on the way to the league. It's crazy. From the same team I was on. Yeah, I contributed a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't the best player, but I definitely wasn't the worst. You blitz me up that A gap, somebody's getting smacked. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's besides the point, though. Let me get back into it, guys. So I'm gonna call this guy. I was friends with this guy from football, I believe. I can't remember if it was from. I think it was from football. I'm gonna call this guy. I'm gonna call him Chris. All right. It's a white boy. Okay. Keep in mind, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Tacoma, but it's a lot of druggies and people are like struggling and stuff. And his mother, I believe his mother was like strung out on something. I'm not really sure. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but because that's how we ended up getting the you knows that we're gonna get into. But just remember Chris because he's gonna be in a lot of my stories. Okay. So yeah, me and Chris were real cool. We were real close. We would hoop together. We would make fun of the Chinese exchange students, which turned out to be my friends too later on. They were cool, bro. They taught me so much like of their language and stuff like that. But anyways, that's besides the point. Okay, so like yeah, me and Chris, we will like skip and like just do devious like acts, you know what I mean? And so one day Chris thought it was a good idea to like bring some pills to school. He brought some, he's like, oh bro, I got some Zans on me. This and the third. You ever been high before? This and the third. Blah blah blah. And mind you, it was some antidepressant. I can't really remember till this day still. But yeah, it was a crazy experience because we're in the bathroom and stuff, and we always used to talk about it, like getting high and stuff. But I never really took it serious. Like I told you guys, I was the athletic kid, the gamer. I was kind of a nerd, really, and I never really thought about like taking pills at school and stuff. Like I don't know, I didn't think it would be a good idea, but also at the same time, I didn't think it was a bad idea. So yeah, so we're in the bathroom. And then he's snorkeling. He's like giggling and stuff. He's like, I got these pills. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to try them. I was like, you know what? I'll do. I was like, I do want to try them. It was his mother's. He got it from his mom. I don't know from where or how, but he got it from his mom. So anyways, he popped them open. And I took like 2 or 3. Just took them. Straight like that. Like a gremlin. Like Kodak said, like a gremlin. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. And so I took those pills, and I want to say, after that, we went back to class. We went, damn, I forgot the teacher's name. I'm not going to say her name anyway if I did know it. But we ended up going back to class, and I remember we were watching a movie in class, and then just, like, everything was okay. Like, for then, still, like, everything was still fine. I noticed, like, my heart was racing a little bit, things like that, but I didn't really notice anything wrong until I got home. Until I got home that night. And mind you, I had lots of freedom. Like my dad, he's chill. He didn't really care about, a lot of things. But he cared about the important things, you know what I mean? But he was the type like, boys just be boys, you know what I mean? We just have fun. We had so much fun. That was the best time of my life. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't notice anything really until I got home. And then until my mind was clear and I was just trying to go to sleep. I go to lay down, and I feel my heart racing. and then boom, it's like somebody grabbed it and like stabbed it. I was like, what the hell? I was like, okay, that's weird, whatever. And then it happened again. I was like, oh crap. I was like, am I having a heart attack? That was my first thoughts. I thought I was having a heart attack. And then I remembered, I was like, I took those pills earlier. And then I was like, okay, that may be the issue, right? So I'm starting to think, and I'm starting to get paranoid now. Like my hands are getting cold and sweaty. My palms are just sweating, my back's starting to sweat. I'm like, okay, this may be bad. I might be having a heart attack. But somehow, some way, I ended up going to sleep and then waking up for school the next morning. Okay. And like where we lived, it's like a big hill, and it's like, how do I put it? It's like a big hill, and you go down the hill, and then the bus comes right there. So I'm walking down the hill, and I don't know how I made it through the night. But I was just praying the whole night, but I made it through the night, and now I feel completely just like, I feel like a different person. Like I'm not myself. Something is not right. Like I feel like a ghost, if I can explain it. But like I feel like I wasn't alive. Like depersonalization, I think it's called, or whatever. But whatever it may be called, I felt like I was floating. Like I'm walking on air, and nothing just seemed to make sense anymore. Like life itself just didn't make sense. And until this day, I don't feel the same as I did. Like I'm so serious, I still don't feel the same. I don't know what happened, but it said antidepressants could like alter the state of your brain or something. I don't know. But all I know is ever since then, like my life kind of went downhill. Like did I take those Matrix pills? I don't know what it was, but ever since then, it's like things just didn't make sense. It's like time slowed down and I was a ghost. I was here, but I'm not here. Like I can't feel emotions the same anymore. It's just nothing really ever made sense. Yeah, those are happy kids. But yeah, nothing really ever made sense. And then so I believe until the end of the school year, I was just so depressed. Like every single day, I would feel my heart dropping. Boop 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 boop. And then I would feel that. I would have anxiety attacks. I would feel like I'm about to faint. I would need to get out class and go to the office and sit in the nurse's office. Like things were just going bad. I started losing hair. I was stressing so bad. I thought I had heart problems. Like I would think I was gonna die every second. I was like, this could be my last. Like it got to the point, like I would sleep in my little brother's room with him. Just I was sleeping in his bed with him just so I made sure if I was gonna die, I was gonna at least have like, you know what I mean, some supervision. I don't know. I was so scared. But then it got to the point where one day, so I would take cold showers to calm it down. That did work. Okay, that worked for the time being. So I would take like at least 10 showers a day. It was that bad. I would take so many showers a day, like the cold showers, just to calm it down, because school let out and the summertime came around. So I would go outside, play with my friends, have fun, etc., etc. But I knew once this was over, like, because I didn't want to go back home. I was like, once this is over, I got to go face reality. I got to go back home and feel like I'm dying again. Until this day, that was the worst I've ever felt in my life. And guys, mind you, I've been through lots and lots and lots of pain in my life. And that pain was worse than anything. It was like impending doom. Like, I thought any second could be my last. This all took place around season 2 in Fortnite. I believe like season 2 or 3, just turning season 3 with John Wick and stuff. And this is the summer. So, you know what? I had to man up. I had to make a decision. So I ended up, one day I was in the bathroom. I just got done taking a cold shower, and I felt like I was passing out. I thought I was gonna faint. So then I had to tell my dad, man. I was like, Dad, this is what happened. I took these pills at school one day, and because this was the beginning of the summer, so it was still kind of relevant. I let him know I took these pills, Dad. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't feel okay. I gotta go to the ER, right? And my dad's the type of person, he has a calm demeanor, but when serious things hit the fan, he Like he gets very serious, if that makes sense. And like I was scared to tell him because my dad, I thought he would get mad about a lot of things, but he was kind of angry, but there's not really much he could have done. So I told my dad what was going on, and then he ended up taking me to the ER. And God, I kid you not, I was so scared in the ER. I thought I was gonna die still, but I didn't die. He took me to the ER. I think I went like at least 3 times. That was just the first time. But after I did that, man, it just altered my life completely. Like I would start having seizures in my sleep. I would have like brain zaps, like electric jolts in my brain. It felt like just out of random moments of the day, and then my heart would beat and it would skip and drop, boop, and it would come back like hard, like a stabbing. Until this day, I still don't sleep on my left side. Like I'm scared to sleep on the left side of my body because I think it's gonna happen, and like just random things will happen. That's how I know. I think it was just severe anxiety. Just random things will happen, like the heart thing. I can't lose a focus and concentration. Just a lot of things went bad for me. And guys, I told you this happened in 8th grade. This didn't go away until I was a junior in high school. This didn't go away until I was a junior in high school. I just prayed about it, honestly, but I think I just got used to it. Like after so long, I was like, okay, I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet, so I'm not gonna die, I guess. But yeah, bro, that was very, 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 very intense and scary. And I was just tripping out hard. Like in 9th grade, I had it bad too. Like it was even worse. Like it just got progressively over time. It just got worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't even know if the pills were. I don't think they were that bad. I think it was just my anxiety getting triggered, like something triggered, and I think combine it with something triggered, and I stopped taking the pills like cold turkey, just all together, because I took a very, very high dosage. I took like 2 or 3, just off, like just out of the blue, and I've never took anything before. That was before I even smoked weed ever, so I wasn't familiar with these type of things, and so it just tripped me out altogether. And until this day, I feel still like depersonalized, I guess you could say. And from that first ER event, I went to the ER at least another 6 times after that. Saying that to say, you never really know somebody until you truly know somebody, you know what I mean? Or what they've been through or experiences like that. I mean, thinking back at it, I could laugh about it because it's not that serious to me, of course, now. But looking back at it, it altered a lot. It changed a lot of things in my life. And if I had a regret, that may be one of them. I would definitely change that because I don't know where I would be today. And I mean, it made me the man I am today. I am proud about it, but at the same time, I'm not, if that makes any sense. But who knows? Everything works out for a reason. And I'm glad you guys are listening to this. If you made it this far, do not do what I've done. If you're thinking about being cool and just doing this and bobbing bill, and if you don't need it, don't try it. Don't try antidepressants or whatever, Xans or none of this stuff to be cool. You don't have to. You know what I mean? This is really for educational purposes. You know what I mean? I just want to look out for y'all's safety. I want everyone to be safe. I love y'all. You know what I mean? Just leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment other video ideas, what you guys want to know. Crazy story times, whatever. I'll let you guys know. And yeah, HBK Dead signing out, bro. Have a good one, guys. Love y'all.